Again, again, we have to change this process. And again, I have to learn something new. And again, all this change, a new manager, a new team, a new process, a new tool. Oh, I really don't like it. I just want to feel safe and secure and just do my stuff and not having all this changed imposed upon me. Do you know this? The feeling of so much change being imposed upon you that you kind of really don't like it anymore and you just want to do your stuff and it really annoys you. And you kind of want to have security, you want to have safety, you kind of just want to do things, you always do them that way. Well, nowadays, change is inevitable. Change is everywhere around us. There is no way without change. Our society changes very quickly. We have transformation all over the place. We have tech developing at an extremely fast pace. So change is something that just happens. We live in an age of change. So you have the choice. You have the choice of being that person that says, oh, change is always imposed upon me and it really doesn't feel well. And you start complaining and things gets difficult. Yes, you can be that person. But on the other hand, you also can be a different person. You can also say, I don't like it that change is always imposed upon me. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a way that I'm also becoming a change maker. That I'm also this person that is driving change, this person that is driving something for the better, not only for myself, but also for others. What I want to share with you today is a simple question, 2 words, that help you to start your own process, help you to see things from a different angle, help you to improve things, to change things for the better, so that you're not only this person where change is imposed upon you, but you are this person that actively starts to change him or herself, and you become one of these people that people talk and tell about being a change maker. So let's get started. This question that I think starts everything is a very simple one. It's called, what if? What if there's a different way? What if there's a better way? What if there's a way to make something faster, better, more interesting, more fun, more cheap, less expensive? What if there's a different way? When can you use what if? How can you use it? And I want to show you and share with you some ideas of when you can use what if and when you can use it most easiest to start making your own changes. In the easiest way and the most, let's say, relevant way, when what if comes up and when you can say what if, is if you have negative emotions. So something is really bothering you. Something is really, I really don't like it. I really want to, it just drives me crazy. If that's the case, something drives you crazy. You can either complain. You can either say, oh, that's so annoying. It really pisses me off. Or you can say, what if? What if there's a better way? What if there is a nicer way? What if there's a more fun way? A way that I actually can change something myself for the better. That this negative feeling I have is not a negative feeling after all, but it becomes positive, or at least more neutral. So let me give you some examples around what I mean. Let's imagine that you are at your company and you have to do a process all over again. So for a specific thing that you do at work, you have to create a document. And you have to create this document with a tool, a tech tool. So you go into that tech tool and you click one step, one step, one step, one step. So different steps, and you always click through the tool. And at one point, it doesn't work. And it always doesn't work at this point. So what you do is that you have to do an internal ticket, you have to talk to several teams, and you kind of have to solve this. This is so frustrating. It takes you a long hours. It takes a lot of frustration. It really makes this whole process quite complicated and quite annoying. So what can you do? You can either just complain. You can say, this is so frustrating. It takes you hours being frustrated. You can take a different route and you can say, what if? What if there's an option that I don't have to do a ticket? What if there's an option if all these teams that are involved would be only one person? What if I could talk to that person instead of doing everything just anonymously? What if we could change the steps in the tech tool? What if we could change the whole tech tool whatsoever? What if there would be a change? And then you can go on and make the change happen. Or at least start and making the change and talk about it. Another example. Let's imagine that you have plants and they're outside, they're in the light, and you give them water every single day. But for whatever reason, they always die. And you could say, I kind of not am good with plants. So let's just get rid of the plants. But somehow you like plants. Why should you get rid of them? Maybe there's a different way. What if? What if I would not give them water every day? Maybe I give them water only every second day or every third day. Or you could say, what if they don't like the sun? Maybe they need a bit of shadow. What if I put something above the plants so they get more of a shadow? What if? And now you are in this moment where you are the creator of change and you can actively do something about it and you can actively change something for the better. So what if very often is best asked in moments that are very frustrating, because that's something where you're also in a position where you really want to change something because it bothers you so much. So better, don't complain about it, but find something where you can ask what if and get the process going. But you can also ask what if not only in negative situations or negative emotions, but also in positive ones. So one example, there are these muffin croissant mixtures, so croissants, and in New York they have them and they're very tasty. And they're in New York, but I live in Munich, so they're not here. And I really enjoy them. They're so tasty and I really like them. So what can I do? What if? I can either say, I really like them, but that's it. And I kind of say, yeah, but I don't have them here. That's sad, And I kind of have to live with that. Or I could say, what if? What if I open a bakery with muffins and then I can eat them and others can eat them as well? Or I can say, maybe not, but I can still bake them. I can try to find a recipe and I can bake them. And in that sense, I bake them. And then I can also have them here. And I can imagine that there are a lot of different things that you say, oh, I really would love to have them. But it's always like, yeah, but I don't know where to start. Yeah. But you can also ask, what if there's a different way? What if there's something I can do about it? And then you can make a change. And then you can bring this positive emotion towards you. There are also other ways to ask what if. And these are more ways that you can use to bring your whole what if motion into going. So just for you to practice this a bit so that you're not fixed in your negative or positive emotions, but not doing anything about them, but really just getting the creative juices going so that you get more into this position where you feel, okay, I can be a change maker. I can make those changes and I'm on the driver's seat. And this is very simple. You can go for traveling and you can explore everything that happens while traveling and look at those feelings that are imposed upon you or that you feel in those moments and think about them and think, is there something that maybe I can bring to my own life? Is there something that is exciting that I want to change? So one example is that today in the morning, I just took a walk and I walked along the streets. And there was one street where actually the weather was really nice. It was sunny, but the street itself, it was quite gray and ugly, and I didn't really like it. The houses were gray and there were all these cars and there were no plants. And I was like, I don't really feel well here. It's like not really inspiring. So what if we would color the houses colorful with red, green, blue, and red? What if there wouldn't be any cars in that street? What if there would be plants and trees? What if there would be some benches where you could sit down? What if there would be a little box with books and you could borrow the books? What if you could all bring this to that street? How would this change my experience? It would be more smooth, more nice, more fun. It would give me a positive feeling, a more positive feeling. And in that way, I got my juices going because I was thinking of all these things that you could change. What if it would be different? So you see, you can use what if in very different situations. But in any case, what if starts making you a change maker. And you always have the choice. You can either complain, you can just ignore the positive feeling that you want to have for yourself in your own space and environment as well. You can say, oh, that's so hard and I really don't like it. And everyone changes and everyone puts this change upon me and it's really annoying. Yes, you can do that. But then nothing will change and you will always stay there and you will always complain. But also, you can change your perspective. You can change by yourself. You can change what is happening around you, what is happening with you. You can become a change maker just by asking what if. So ask what if and become a change maker.